story that must be told.
Because I started shagging someone who lived here. You know, I mean, my most recent venture, I suppose, in Leeds, is my involvement in the Zucca. And it's a very selfish one. It's basically just a bar I would like to go to. But it so happens that my business partners think it might be a successful bar, you know, and seems to be, and I love the food and I love the booze, so I like it. I suppose Taiwan, and the reason why is because I didn't stay there long enough. You know, I sort of left there and haven't gone back there, and I felt very unfinished about my relationship with it. It's an interesting country. It's the only country that has Taoism as its religion, and I got a little bit embedded and academically curious and all that, and so I'd like to go back one day. So in the sense of where would I like to go, you know, my favourite country would be Taiwan. In other respects, obviously Wales, you know, is a favourite country of mine. And so is Jamaica, you know, for the obvious reasons, the rum, the reefer, the reggae, the Rasta, the 4 R's. Yeah, they're making a film about my life, starting shooting it January the 8th, I think, and that'll be interesting.
And who's had the lucky job of playing yourself?
Well, I don't know if I was lucky or not, but Rhys Evans will be playing me. David Thewlis will be playing the Irish lunatic I did dope deals with. Chloe Savini is playing a mixture of 2 of my ex-wives. Not that neither of them look like her. And Mick Jagger's son James is playing in it, and I think Ken Russell has got a sort of part as an ageing Oxford professor. Probably these days it would be the Russians, not that I had much to do with them, but they're the heaviest criminal organisation now. Colombians are strong, very strong, and probably the most ruthless if you cross them. The first American prison I went to was Miami, which was a pre-trial prison mainly. And there were several co-defenders there, but you never see anyone the first night, you know, they just keep you isolated from everyone for a while. Then you gradually sort of drift into what they call the prison population. About 12% of the American population black, well over 50% of the prison population is black, so it's not surprising in a way that they feel that slavery is still going on. And some of those black people are Rastafarians, yeah, Jamaicans. Also, I mean, there's a tendency when anyone is in prison to sort of seek some sort of spirituality or religion to help you through it, you know, like, you know, this current life is fucked up, you're there forever, so you start thinking of beyond that. So lots of black people would become members of the Nation of Islam and sort of, you know, would become very, very fundamentalist Muslim in a sense. And lots of those who are Jamaica would take Rastafarianism more seriously than they ever did before. I mean, in fact, only 5% of Jamaicans are Rastafarian. 66% of them smoke. But yeah, it was... I mean, they would fight against each other too, which was sometimes very irritating. And I guess I was lucky that I didn't have to have any allegiance to either a black or a white gang, because as far as they were concerned, I might as well come from fucking Mars. You know. So that made life easier. And I happened to have the distinction of having taught notorious B.I.G. English. He was a student of mine. My job in prison was to teach English grammar to people who study for their high school diploma, and he was one of those. Well, I suppose, Afghanistan was pretty much independent until until 1980, when the Russians invaded it. So the Afghans and the Americans and the British became allies, really, in a sort of fight against communism, and largely by American spearheading. They thought that an Islamic curtain, if you like, they sort of helped develop, they invented Osama bin Laden. They just made these fundamental Muslim extremists as a buffer. They helped invent them, right? They helped create them to prevent Russia from getting to the Indian Ocean. And now we're seeing the consequences of that, really. I mean, Russia pulled out, and now we're just seeing the fallout from it.
Biggie Smalls a savage, doing your brain cells much damage. Teflon is the material for the imperial. Mic gripper, girl stripper, the Henny sipper. I drop lyrics off and on like a light switch, quick to grab the right bitch and make her drop the cue.